I'm so excited that you're here for the Moms Meetup. Let's get started with the bell just to focus ourselves. We'll allow that sound to give us permission to be here now, to take whatever was happening before, put that to the side, and just be here with our art materials now. So we'll meet for about 15-ish minutes. You could use any materials you want. Today I brought a small piece of paper, brought some markers that I was interested in playing with today. But anything will work. Scratch paper, uh, crayons, a pencil, any of those things. So I invite you to just place your hands on your paper and get to know that today. Notice what it's like to pause for a moment. Be here with this experience. Maybe notice the texture of the paper under your fingers. I'm using watercolor paper today. It's got a bumpy texture to it. What we'll do today is focus on noticing what's happening outside of ourselves, like the texture of this paper, the sounds I hear in the background, and then also connecting with what's happening on the inside and how those two play together and how that informs how we move through each moment. So, we're going to start with, I think, one of our most important tools in parenting, our breath. And I want you just to draw your attention to your breath right now. Don't try to change it, just notice what's happening with it. And I invite you to choose one of your art materials, one of your tools, and just allow marks to be on your paper with your breath. You may do, as you breathe out, a mark on your paper. You then out. Just see what happens. Follow your intuition. And let your breath and your intuition inform how you're moving. My breath, my intuition wanted to do something continuous. Started off as marks. It shifted into a want from something more fluid. As you move across the page, notice what you're seeing. Is there anything about the color that's ending up on the page that's making you curious? That's causing a sensation? Just notice it. Right now, we're not going to get caught up in the story of what's happening, if it's right or wrong. Just noticing what happens. I notice as I'm making marks that this pen has a little bit of a drag. It kind of sticks a little bit to the paper. It requires a little bit of effort. So the fluidness takes a little bit of effort. I notice also has a little bit of a crunchy sound. Began to bring some attention also to how your body is responding to this activity. Notice how you're holding your tool. Are you gripping it tight or loose? If you move it inward, are you noticing any tension spots in your body? I notice that I have a tendency to lock my jaw sometimes, to like tighten up my jaw. I'm going to breathe into that. See if there's room for both that kind of experience, and also is there some softening. If I shift the marks I make, does that allow for some softening? Just staying curious. Keep breathing. Caught myself holding my breath a little bit there. As we move from the outside, paying attention to what we're seeing, hearing, even feeling, we move inward. Noticed I was holding my breath. That's a great bridge to kind of start to begin to get curious about what else is happening. Am I having a thought? Am I judging what's happening here? Maybe I have a thought of, huh, there's a lot going on here. How do I feel about it? And I just be curious that that thought has come up without trying to change it. Because what's in front of me is just true. It just is what it is. And I let it be here now. I keep breathing. Oh, I'm noticing the sounds from this marker. That really brought me back out into the outer, my outer awareness. That gave me a little bit of space for the thoughts I was having by connecting again to what was going on. This. as you parent today, see if you can bring some of that awareness to your experience. And you allow your attention to be both on what's happening in front of you, and then can you bring it to the inside? Can you notice what your thoughts are, how your body's reacting to what's happening? And in those moments, you just let it be. Even if it feels really hard, it feels like messy, and you just let that be for today, or even in that moment. How can your breath, how can your senses, how can they support you and nurture you as you move through a situation that you've labeled as difficult? Oh, as we wrap up today, just take a moment to again connect with your paper, connect with here, connect with the fact that you've given yourself a few moments to just be with yourself, enjoy some colors, some movement, some gentle movement. I'm going to leave you with a quote that I just love. What better place than the untidy world of art to practice ways of dealing with the messiness of life? And that's from the book The Innovative Parent by Erica Curtis and Ping Ho. I hope you have a spirit of exploration in your life today. And I'd love to see what you created or any thoughts you had if you feel like posting. All right, I'm going to end us with a bell to send us off on our way for the rest of the day.